Hello, dear friends. It may have been a very slow start on the new content train with archeology, but it seems like they're starting to get in gear. Do trains have gears? No idea. Probably. I could Google it, but I won't. Anyway, we finally received the new cap level patch, along with 2 new maps, and this was only 1 month since the last patch that added the new class, so let's take a look at what that patch entails. First up, the permanent content. To start, a new character slot has been added, and the curve for the experience has been adjusted for S levels 3 to 25. I've noticed this right away on my daily dimension hauls, and this should help you make it to the new maps faster, as you need to be S level 20 to be able to start them. And this is 2 new maps with all the fixings, Dazzling Stone Forest and Red Sakura Volcano. As usual, the 2 dungeons have launched with only party and solo mode. The Hell and Solo challenge will be added later, as these dungeons are a challenge, not just stat-wise, which is really just a specific to me problems, but challenging mechanics-wise. The first one, Secrets of Qingyan, in party mode involves giant carpets, fields of bombs, and the final boss will disable your skills every 5 hits on the ice crystals during the first phase. I did solo it pretty easily until that part, but I didn't have an immunity idol on handy to help me get through it, and it was taking too long, so I just gave up. The second one, Gate of Abandoning God? Well, I haven't tried the solo party mode yet. As I'm playing on my bow character, I'm not really a fan of the shields that require 100 plus hits to clear shield, because it's a slow hitting class. Lancer and Whip seem like they would find it significantly easier. And as I said, I'm back to playing my old favorite now. There's no official race to S30 and I'm on vacation this week, so I'm just taking it easy. I'm just gonna do 5% experience per day for now. Next up, the new S20 food and drinks. I'm only going to talk about the gold crafted forms. So for drinks we have Herbal Peppermint Sparkling Water, which has flat crit and defense, 15% move speed and 7% crit rate. Medicinal Herbal Stone Forest Cold Soup, which has flat evasion, speed, personal healing, and receives crit damage minus 15%. Shenong Herbal Tea, flat damage. That's Shenong Herbal Tea with flat speed damage and a 13% increase to your max HP and 30% reflect. For food, we have Huge Rock Rice Stew, flat defense, evasion, accuracy plus 10%, and detail damage plus 10%. Salted Sakura Stuffed Mochi, flat HP and crit with 15% detail damage, and Sakura Honey Lava Cheese. I feel like it's missing the word cake. It got flat damage, HP, and 15% triple strike. So personally, I think for the drinks, the most notable is the new move speed drink, though personally I think I'll stick with Petal Water for my mass production needs since it has a little bit of an experience buff. As for the food side, the flat stats on the older alternatives for the triple strike food, the S level 10 almond and walnut cinnamon roll, are crit and speed, which might be more valuable for you if you're just slightly under the cap in dungeons. As for 15% detail damage, the S level 1 food, Oriental Beauty Steamed Milk, was damage and speed, which again, if you need the extra speed, might be more valuable, and it'll be cheaper to craft. Next up, Fish Kings. Dazzling Stone Forest Fish King is the Cruiser Chief Sealfish, which will spawn on Saturdays and Sundays at 5 AM, 1 PM, and 9 PM. It will be a skill type and drop recipes for the new skill type fishing gear, Tree Flower God set, upgrading from the Mysterious Light set. As for the Red Sakura Volcano, it is the Calcium Stone Giant Spear Tailfish. What a mouthful. And it will spawn on Wednesdays and Sundays, also 5 AM, 1 PM, and 9 PM. You might want to set aside some time for this one, as it will drop the next versatile set, upgrading from the Snowy Sunrise set, the Flame Gold Fire Phoenix set. These new maps do have archeology, but they don't add any new artifacts, so you won't have any new archeology achievements to hunt down. Now that's the stuff that's going to be sticking around permanently, so let's talk about the limited events. First up, presents! Go to your item hall and take them out right now, as they will be removed on 9/12 if you haven't taken them yet. Just as with the nunchuck patch, they've handed out a bag of goodies that will give you generous presents every 10 levels from 80 to 120, and again, it's generous. Fortifications, an anima, a contract, day charms, login patches, temporary combos, temporary combo manuals, shuffles, LP, Navi and Noble Cuisines, and this is 5 present boxes you can open every 10 levels. And if, like me, you're paralyzed by the choice of those 3 permanent buff items, no worries now. Once again, they have your buff of choice from those 3, which means you can get both of the good ones. Also, they have handed out a move speed buff to all players, the speed of which depends on your level. Anyone whose highest level character is 80 or lower gets a Zephyr Step, and anyone with 81 or higher gets a Breezy Step. These will also be removed on 9/12, so make sure to take them. But remember, they cannot be stored in the shared warehouse, and they will expire in your inventory after 30 days. So if you don't use them, you cannot hoard them. So take them and use them. And finally, for newbies, a few special extra presents when you hit level 10. They have temporarily added a few items into the pack that you get in the mail. That's a 30-day sprite and some 30-day bat costumes and mounts. Anyway, next up, crafting costs are temporarily halved. Now is the time to craft some gear. And again, just so you keep it in mind, this will end on 9/12. That's September 12th. Also, there's a 6-hour buff that you can get out of Port Scandi or Navia for 25% quest XP and 10% monster kill XP. Make sure you grab it before you do your dailies, and you can grab it once on each character. We also have a 30% GM drop rate buff as a compensation for the delay in the server coming back up during the maintenance, but that will only be until next week's maintenance on Tuesday night. So if you want to do that, you should farm some gold items on the field or whatever to make use of it. Well, you can. There's a few other things like adjustments to the Auto Paragon, more items in the encyclopedia available for trade, though the categories are a little off. Mirabelle quests for 86 to 110 have double experience temporarily, and S21 is the new question mark level, but those aren't as fun to mention, so I've just kind of thrown them in at the end here. And on a personal note, last week was pretty rough for me for some personal reasons, but this week I had some vacation from work scheduled and I just kind of chilled. Lots of naps, lots of coffee, cafes and good food abound. After a slight scare wondering if someone was messing with my Genshin account, it turns out the cookies I made for Nahida ended up winning a contest, so now I'm an award-winning chef. Or an award-winning baker, at least. Anyway, thanks for tuning in here, and I hope you enjoyed the new patch. I'm personally taking it easy, like I said, but that's my choice. So if you're rushing to S30, I wish you all the best luck, and please make sure to get some sleep.